Doma Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, unfortunate news. The biggest fight in boxing, which we say is Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford. Two top five pound for pound guys, two awesome guys. And I'm pessimistic. I think this fight is the new Canelo Alvarez versus Demetrius Andrade. It's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Judging from over the weekend with the fight by Frank Martin taking out Miguel Rivera, which was a good fight. But Errol Spence is the promoter there, and he was asked questions about Terence Crawford, and the energy is how it always is. The answers are just never like Terence Crawford's answers. And I don't like doing these videos because it seems, there's a, in the boxing world, it seems like, it's like Crips and Bloods right now. You have to take a side with these fighters. It seems like you can't like both of them right now. So some people are blaming this side, some people are blaming this side. You guys know I'm kind of, detached from that kind of thing. But as a grown man, you understand, who wants to fight and who doesn't. And for me, it's obvious that that Terence Crawford wants to fight more. I think, when we're talking about the negotiations, we guys were saying a guy should sit there, being number one pound for pound and being so decorated, being obviously awesome, being undisputed before. This guy has to sit back and let somebody say, hey, you're not going to get a guaranteed purse. And, you're supposed to get way less than the other guy who's been in one division the whole time. It's weird. And when it gets weird like that, I've seen weird things with Canelo and Andrade. I see weird things with Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua, and Devin Haney, the lightweight champion, undisputed lightweight champion, is profound when he says they say everything but let's fight. You hear Frank Martin, for example, after the fight, calling out all the lightweights, right? What does Shakur Stevenson say? I'll fight him in a heartbeat. Others start saying other stuff. You see what I'm saying? And it's the way it is. Shakur Stevenson is like, hey, I'm in lightweight division. Can I fight the one that's next? Isaac Cruz says no. Cepeda says no. Cambosa says no. Right? And then somebody else just has an awesome win with two awesome guys, and he says, I'll fight in a heartbeat. That's how Devin Haney is. That's how Terence Crawford is. Terence Crawford has said so many things about Errol Spence when he's asked. I'll beat him up in the ring or outside the ring. I'll put that on my kids. I'll fight anytime, anyway, And then when you ask Errol Spence, he starts talking about his horses and how many with houses and cars and whatever. And I just don't want to go into too much because Errol Spence is all that. I just don't think the energy's there when it comes to fighting Terence Crawford. And I wish it was. But, if the guys just ain't going to fight, it's just unfortunate because it's an undisputed fight, right? But if it goes down in history, if I had to say who wants it more, I have to go with Terence Crawford. And listen, guys, this is his third weight division. He should not be doing the chasing, right? If you're a big old dude, you're supposed to be doing the chasing. And we keep forgetting, we imagine, we keep saying that Errol Spence has done so much more. But in one weight division, with your best win being Danny Garcia, because it can't be Sean Porter, because then you're going to have to say that Terence Crawford beat the same guy. Stopped him. Errol Spence had a split decision. So I think, and then when it came to Ugas, everybody was making sure that Errol Spence fights Ugas, because Ugas had like 12 knockouts and 4 losses. Instead of saying, hey, well, Errol Spence, you have 2 titles. Let Terence Crawford fight Ugas. No one said that at all. And I was like saying that then. Let Terence Crawford get that so we don't have any problems in negotiations. But everybody didn't want that. So it's a weird thing going on here. I think that Errol Spence dropped the ball on this weekend. He could have been had a little bit more energy towards Terence Crawford. Or he could have been at Terence Crawford's fight or go to Nebraska. Anything that all these other fighters do that want fights so bad. Right? Any fighter that wants fight so bad is at the fights trying to jump in the ring or being stopped by security from jumping in the ring these fighters, certain fighters, we don't ask to do any of that, right? And there's a reason, unfortunately. Doma Sports Talk Worldwide, and I'm about to hear y'all.